Shalom, sisters. This is Nava of Natsari Woman, Wife, and Mother. So I'm walking across the property today, across the land on my way to my Ima's to prepare some lunch when Haruach spoke to my Ruach. And this is what he said. He said, how you eat in this season of the winter will determine how well you perform during the planting and harvesting seasons. Use wisdom. Follow the cycles of nature. Now, I don't know if anyone really knows, but I am part Asian. Part of my Asian ancestry is Chinese from the Han Dynasty. And while I don't subscribe to a lot of the religious aspects to Asian culture, as far as their life philosophies go, as far as the family relationships, medicine, those types of things, I definitely have learned and am continuing to learn a lot. So unlike Western culture, which views people and things as individualistic, Oriental thinking sees the opposite. People and things are not to be isolated, but one cannot exist without the other. So in essence, it must be seen in relation to its surrounding environment. The Hebrew culture is so close. It really, the Hebrew culture, the Chinese culture are what we would call an Oriental culture, an Oriental mindset, as far as how we approach the world. We tend to approach the world holistically, and those two concepts are not independent of one another, but they, as I say, they really do flow together. As far as what I was saying on preparing ourselves for the upcoming spring season, according to traditional Chinese medicine, in winter, living things tend to slow down to save energy, while some animals hibernate. It's also the season where humans conserve energy. We slow down. We get that itis syndrome, as some call. You tend to want to eat the heavier foods, like during the holiday seasons. Being Hebrew, there's no exception. We tend to eat heavier in the winter months as well, and you get that itis. You get that sleep itis. You feel like you want to fall asleep. Anyway, that's natural. That's the way the Father programmed us. It's also a season where we build strength as a prelude to the spring. And according to traditional Chinese medicine, it believes our diet should be adapted to focus on enriching what they call the yin and subduing the yang, which mean we should consume appropriate fats and high protein foods. I know some people are vegan, some are vegetarian, but for the most part, our bodies still do function the same according to the seasons. So, if you are a meat eater, that would mean you would consume something like beef, duck, the fatty foods, sesame, glutinous rice, dates, mushrooms, what else? Cabbages, carrots, things of a more starchy nature. Leeks are another good food to eat in the wintertime. So anyway, I just wanted to share a quick video on that, how important it is for us to be prepared dietarily, to listen to and to understand, not just listen to, but understand the body's rhythm, how we respond to nature throughout each season. We tend to want to, as I said, we tend to want to sleep more, pay attention to rest, of course, and also pay attention to the time that we go to bed. I hear a lot of people go to bed really, really, really late. That is not good at all. really we should be in bed, be asleep by 9 a.m. because between the hours of 9, the time of 9 and 9:30, the kidney and the liver actually does a flush. It detoxes during that time period. So we should be at a complete rest, a complete sleep during that time period between 9 and 9:30. And we should rise early. We should have our meals early in the day. Dinner, some say that dinner is not necessary, but you should eat a pretty hearty breakfast. I believe they say even a heartier lunch, and then those 2 meals with plenty of like in the wintertime, plenty of your teas, warm beverages, herbal beverages, coffee, if you can tolerate it. So by dinner time, you may have a light snack, something light, a salad, cooked vegetable or something like that at night, and then lights out. Start preparing for bed between 8:30 and then actually be asleep by 9. Think about the farmer. The farmer, the saying, rising up with the chickens or something like that. There's a lot of truth behind that. If we follow the course of nature, we follow the seasons, our bodies will be a lot healthier. Eating according to the seasons, rising up when the sun's up, and when the sun goes down, starting to bring it down a little bit as far as our activities go. We tend to be the very opposite. We rev up in the evenings. We want to party, we want to watch television, we want to do this and that. And but for the most part, we should go according to the cosmic clock that the Most High has given us. Pay attention and we'll live a lot longer. I think about Proverbs 31 where it says that her lamp does not go out at night. And I understand there are definite times when we may have to burn the midnight oil. But as a rule, if we want to enjoy longevity, our prayer needs to be, Father, teach us to number our days so that we can gain a heart of wisdom. The Father gave us the world as it runs for us to learn from. He gave the sun to rule the day, the moon to rule the night. It's only a 24-hour period of time. So again, paying attention to these things is very important. Allowing these signs that the Father gave us to be our timepieces and not be so dependent on the ways of man. Anyway, I just wanted to share what the Rocket placed on my heart today. And I thank you for your time and thank you for your support. Please remember to like below, share comments, and please, with everything else, please share. You all take care. Shalom.